Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Yasodhanandana Raja Janarantana Yasodhanandana Raja Janarantana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shira Jai Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Jaya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurishesha Mirandasya Ganangana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandehang Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Gunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Aitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhano Sute Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaisnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading from Canto 7, Hiranyakashipu's plan to become immortal. Are we reading text 2? Text 3? Text 4? Text 4. There is no purport until text 9 and 10. So we continue reading up to text 9 and 10. Tasya mudha samudbhuta shadumognish tapomaya tiryak urdhvam adholokan pratapad vishwag irita. I'll just keep reading until we reach text 9 and 10, okay? Because of Hiranyakasipu's severe austerities, fire came from his head, and this fire and its smoke spread throughout the sky, encompassing the upper and lower planets, which all became extremely hot. Next text. Chakshubur nadi udhanbata Sadvipadrischa chalabu Nipitu Shagrahashtara Jajvaluscha Disho Dasha. Because of the power of his severe austerities, all the rivers and oceans were agitated. The surface of the globe, with its mountains and islands, began trembling, and the stars and planets fell. All the erections were ablaze. Text 6. Tini tapta divang chatva Brahma lokang yayoshura Datri vignapayang ashur Deva deva jagatpate Daityendra tapasa tapta Divish tatung shaknuma Scorched and extremely disturbed because of Hiranyakasipu's severe penances, all the demigods left the planets where they reside and went to the planet, formed the Creator as follows. O Lord of the demigods, O Master of the universe, because of the fire emanating from Hiranyakasipu's head, as a result of his severe austerities, we have become so disturbed that we could not stay in our planets, but have come to you. Text 7. Tasya chupa shamang bhuman Videhi yadi manyase Lokanayavang nakshanti Bani haras tababhibu. O great person, chief of the universe, if you think it proper, kindly stop these disturbances, meant to destroy everything, before all your obedient subjects are annihilated. Text 8. Tasyayang kila sankalpas Charato duscharang tapa Sruyatam king na viditas Tavatapi niveditam Hiranyakasipu has undertaken a most severe type of austerities. Although his plan is not unknown to you, kindly listen as we submit his intentions. Text 9 and 10. Srisva chara charang idam Tapo yoga shamadina Yaste sarva disnyebhya Paramesti nijashanam Tad aham vardhamanena Tapo yoga samadhina Kalatmanos chanityatvat Sadayisye tatamana. Somebody else can recite. Sisva chara charam idam O yoga samadhina Adyaste sarva niskevya paramesti nijasanam. Tadaham Bardhamanena Tapo Yoga Samadhina Kalatmanos Namityatpat Sadai Shetatatmana
Srisva Sharanidam Tapo Yoga Samadhina
Tapo Yoga Samadhina
Yaste Sarva Dishnavya Paramesti Nijasanama Tadaha Bhagavanena
Nishta Ashakti is there, Ruchi is there also, Ashakti, then Bhav. Because when we're not steady in our determination, then we will not have the taste. Taste will only come after being fixed, having this firm faith. And then ultimately we'll have this unshakable determination. Um, we took a vow, but somehow still uh, we have to follow, and they will become fully steady. That ultimately there is no shaky position. It'll be like so fixed. So we have to have as this Prabhupada. This is the verse that made Prabhupada determined to America. Was that verse? Vya Vishayatmika Buddhi Ekeha Kurunandana. That Jai Vijay Gauranga Doyal Nithai. Um, there is this verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 41, and Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. He gave very wonderful purport. Those who are in this path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. Prabhupada says in the purport that a person in Krishna consciousness is one who is fully determined to go back to Godhead. Like Hiranyakasipu is determined to stay in this world. Who would like to stay in this world? Because he wants to be the king, he wants to be the ultimate. But only a mad person would like to remain and stay in this world. So Hiranyakasipu is number one. Mad person, and he doesn't want to live. He just wants to stay. Because ultimately he wants to be the ultimate, you may say, God himself. He likes to be God. He wants to take the position even of Lord Vishnu. So the devotees are very determined also, even though there is difficulty in the execution of bhakti. Sometimes they may have some criticism from others, or failures are there. Guys, in our family in ISKCON, they execute bhakti not in an easy way. It's like so many things going on in the world. There's a war, Ukraine. Many devotees also suffered so much. And they have to leave that place to go different parts of the world. So, yes, sufferings and pains and difficulties may be there in executing bhakti, but at the same time, they don't give up. They still continue on. Learn also from the scriptures, like Prahlad Maharaj. he was always remembering Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, even though he's been tortured by his father, wanted to kill him ultimately, but he's very steadfast. He was always fixed in chanting the Lord's glories. There are many also ways how we should continue on with our determination. We should have a single-minded focus. Again, in spite others may have some, you may say, opulence. They'll be given some facilities whereby um, wealth is there, fame is there, yes, and the availability of sense gratification is there, but still devotees are not distracted. They should not be. They should not be distracted. It's like an example given here is Haridas Thakur. He was beaten in 22 marketplaces and he still continued chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We should be steady in our practice, in our sadhana, attending Mangalarti, morning program. It cannot be overemphasized, the morning program. Even the grihastas who live at home, they should also have short, you may say, shortened, because we have a different standard at the temple. So at home also they should be having all the grihastas who live at home. They should also try to come to the mandir at least once a week. We have a nice, very solid temple here in Cologne. So I'm sure within 10-mile radius, let's say even 40 miles radius, they can come in the weekends. You have this autobahn here anyway, so you can drive 120 kilometers per hour. You'll be here in half an hour. You can come and do some service. Those who are listening right now, right there, they can come at least once a week, whenever they have time. It will give you a lot of bhakti points. That's for sure. Yes, daily sadhana should be there. And at the same time, it says here, determination should be shown in daily sadhana, not just in big moments. Of course, we just had Ratha Yatra. It was nice to see many devotees, but yes, it would be good. Our faith in Guru and Krishna should always be there, should always be increasing day by day. We should trust that Krishna will protect and guide us. By following the instructions of the spiritual master, also, that helps us to be protected. Another example of this from the Shastra is Draupadi. She was completely helpless, but she surrendered to Krishna with full faith. Prabhupada says in a lecture, September 2, 1972, a devotee should always remain determined. Even if there are so many impediments, he should be determined to follow the path of devotional service. We must be serious and determined that in this life we shall go back home, back to Godhead. Purport, chapter 7, text 28 of Bhagavad Gita. And in the Nectar of Devotion, chapter 14, Prabhupada says, this is the sign of a devotee. He is determined to execute Krishna consciousness under all circumstances. Under all circumstances. Even in times of trouble and triumph, we should always remember Krishna and never forget him, and always execute bhakti. So yes, we should be fixed, avoid excuses. This is very difficult, huh? Because sometimes when we're tired, that is the testing time, actually. Prabhupada pushed himself in such a way that there's no such thing as a single moment not for him to be not engaged in bhakti. He's always engaged all the time. Chant even if tired, and read even when busy. Yes. Keep serving despite others' opinions. And don't let small setbacks turn into excuses to slack off. We've seen that many devotees are like that, even though they work so hard all day long, but still they are determined to continue on. And we should remember Srila Prabhupada's struggles and our Guru Maharaj's struggles and sacrifices. This will give us an impetus. This will give us inspiration to also keep going. So how we can develop this determination? Have faith in the holy name, take shelter of the holy name, associate with other determined devotees, those like how we can become more determined again and again. We should try to serve those devotees we've seen are determined year after year. They are there, they never compromise, they keep going, they still as if they are going to go all the way through till they go back home, back to Godhead. So we should seek their association. Yeah. Study great examples of the other devotees. Yes, like we've heard. Haridas Thakur, Prahlad Maharaj, Gajendra also, he was very determined. Draupadi. Regular hearing, Shravanam. This is very much emphasized by Srila Prabhupada. Shravanam. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam. This is most essential to hear regularly by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. So, in conclusion, we have to realize ultimately that Krishna is our only shelter, is the only shelter. Namha and Krishna, there is no difference. So we continue chanting the holy name of the Lord, and that we have to be assured, we have to be convinced that bhakti is the only means. And my goal is to attain the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, no matter what happened. As long as we have this body, many sufferings and pains will still come along the way. One should not be discouraged. Hiranyakasipu did not get discouraged. He was only like skin and bones and still continue on. He performed the most severe austerity that even saints and great personalities are afraid to do. They don't dare to do that because it's not possible to survive in that kind of situation. But Hiranyakasipu is so powerful that Lord Brahma has to come up come down to Mandara mountain. Prabhupada says, would often say, do not give up, be determined. If you are determined, Krishna will help, and no one else will help. Our family members, they may give up on us also. Prabhupada says one time, don't rely on me. I may let you down, but rely on Krishna. He will never let you down. This is humility of Prabhupada, of course. He will not let us down also, being a pure representative of the Supreme Lord. So there is no other hope for us except, again, to be determined and become convinced that this process. Oh yes, he asked one time his GBC man, His Holiness Kavi Chandra Swami may also confirm this. He asked his GBC man, now are you convinced about this process? Because if you're not convinced, how can you convince others? So you must be convinced. He told this to his GBC man. So we must be convinced into this. We are convinced in many ways, but not 100%. So we have to be convinced 100%. That is the determination that we should have. Just like Hiranyakasipu is determined to become immortal. Not in this world. He has to go out of this world, then he can become immortal. Okay, I'll stop here now. If there's any comments or question or any points. Haribo.
In one of the classes, Srila Prabhupada, I believe it's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Prabhupada makes a statement that a devotee is not eager to go back to Godhead. That he's willing to stay and struggle to help others advance.
Sure.
Maybe
that is the topmost. But Prabhupada says no. Get out of this world as soon as possible also. That is like high level. It's like, can we ask the Lord to give all the sins of everyone and I'll take over all of them? No, we cannot do that, isn't it? I mean, we don't have that potency also to take it. So it's like devotees, they would pray, I just want to be a book distributor, birth after birth. We can do that, sure. We can pray for those kinds of prayers. But let us get out of this world first. And if the Lord has some other plans for us, yes, it's like we've heard that there's a Vaishnava left the body. He's continuously engaged in serving Lord Krishna. Yeah, it may be in the spiritual world or here in the material world. Continuously spreading Krishna consciousness. They are liberated souls. But for conditioned souls like us, we should strive to get out of this world. Prabhupada says, within this lifetime, it is possible. But we have to pay a heavy price. It's not so easy. Becoming detached with the material energy. We've been here for so many lifetimes. It's like, it's very difficult. The attachment, not so easy. And to pray like that, as Prabhupada say, a devotee, a pure devotee, yes, he doesn't want to get out of this material because he wants to continuously serve. But we're not on that platform though. Still struggling. Maybe one day when we come to that level of purity, and that we can pray to the Lord, whatever you desire for me, even to stay in this world, I don't mind. I surrender. I'll do whatever you wish me to do. Yes. So our desire should be to get out of this material world. For now. Maybe some other time I'll become so advanced that you just want to help the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, and our Guru Maharaj. Yes?
So then to understand it better, maybe we see it like simultaneously, both. We try to seek for service.
Yes,
or
yeah.
determination,
We're always asking for service.
but also for
Yeah, we're always like asking for service. That is why we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and doing all of this different practices as a sadhaka. But also eager to get out. If there is no eagerness, and if we're not convinced, we will not be able to get out of this world. It is not possible. Maybe by causeless mercy, it'll drop from the sky, but it will not just drop like that. We have to work for that. Mm-mm. So yes, continue our service day after day. And at the same time, one can, it's like always wanted to serve the Supreme Lord and wanting to get out. So it's simultaneous, is the same, because for the devotee, there is no death. He just continue on with his activities after this lifetime. After liberation, it's not, that's it, no more, nothing to do. No, you still keep going. Mm-mm. But in a different level. Right now, we're trying to do bhakti. Then after liberation, because he says that bhakti is only performed after liberation. That means right now, we're just attempting to, we're just trying to. And hope against hope, Krishna will award that bhakti. Anything else? You have a question? Our pujari today? Yeah, some devotees, they just want to birth after birth serve the Lord. That is our goal. So it doesn't matter whether it's in a hellish condition or anywhere else within the three worlds.
What happened with the determination? Because if we use our determination for reach Krishna,
Mhm.
okay, we will sure we go to reach Krishna. But in the case of Hiranyakasipu, he used his determination for the wrong side, no? For,
Yeah, it's it's like opposite.
Then, in this case, determination is not the characteristic more value in the person.
It depends on what you are aspiring for. The determination is like a quality of the soul. Yes, it is essential. is the most essential if one wants to go back home, back to Godhead. If one is determined to stay in this material world, Prabhupada says, Krishna will give all the facilities to forget him. If one wants to forget Krishna, then Krishna will make all the facilities, because he's determined to stay, and Krishna will give all the facilities. So it depends on what is our choice here. Yes. But the result will be different though. It's not that all the roads lead to Rome. Hmm? Mhm. To take up Krishna consciousness, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that one must be convinced that this material world is not really the place for me. And then he'll find ways how to get out. And once he found that process, then he should be determined to go all the way through, up until the end. So they may have some distractions along the way. This is possible, it is there. But we should be always keep going. The dogs may bark, but the caravan goes on. That's the words, that's the saying. You must have heard of that, right? The dogs may bark, but the caravan goes on. So yes, our only hope is Krishna. Even Hiranyakasipu, his hope is only Krishna. That in the end he was killed by Nisingade. Yeah. So these different stories, again, in the Srimad Bhagavatam and in the Puranas, teaches us so many things, lessons, how we can improve, how we can keep going. Yes. Anything else? Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. So when you have these great examples, so it's so determined, they keep serving and serving through all struggles and through all circumstances. So as a neophyte, how can we relate this to our bodily limitations, like our health, when we want to serve and serve, but our body might say, please step down and
Yes.
like if we keep serving, then we might.
No. We have to put the pause button if our health is not that good. Yeah. Try to recuperate a little bit. We have devotees like that in our movement. Even some of our GBCs, they take 1 year off or 2 years off in their service. And then they continue on. So for us, general devotees, we should follow. We know our inside, what's going on, health, physically, mentally, emotionally. Yes. So we have to find shelter in different ways. You can go in the holy dome, get spiritual recharge. Yeah, you can go and attend some classes that can give you more encouragement. So everything is there. And I am sure that if you are not able to do it because of some other difficulties, then the authorities of the temple should be understanding that they will help you. Yeah. But again, it should not be in such a way that, I know some devotees, they've been sick for many years, but they still try to do some service. I know one devotee in Vrindavan, his back is almost like killing him. He has to go many ways how to get it treated, but still it'll be there. It doesn't go away. But he can do a little bit of service, whatever he can. Yeah, he's not being lazy and not doing anything. No. Krishna knows what's in our heart, so he knows our struggles, he knows our difficulties. We have to pray. Pray to Lord Krishna. It's very powerful. Prayers are very powerful, so that we can get out of that situation and serve the Lord and his devotees wholeheartedly. Yeah, overdrive. Okay. Anything else? So we stop here. Oh, sorry. Dankishan. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. The determination of the devotees ki. Vitai go Shitana Pramanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.